So I was averaging around 95 in VCE English all through year 12. So I'm going to show you some of my essays that I wrote that actually got these scores like 9 and 10 out of 10. So I've just put this through VCE English GPT, and here are some of the most important parts I wanted to go through with everyone. And the first thing is this sentence. The notion that men were deceivers ever conveys not only the manipulative tendencies within men, but also the tolerant attitude that the women develop as a result of them. And the most important part about this sentence is that it's not just one statement. It's actually two statements. And I really, really like the although or not only statements because it kind of shows that there is a bit more depth to your understanding as opposed to just simply stating that, for example, it conveys the manipulative tendencies on men, or that it just implies a tolerant attitude that the women develop. As you can see here, my conclusion is actually very, very short. And I'm a big believer in having short conclusions, although some people might disagree. But in general, my belief is that most English markers will have basically decided your mark by the time they finish reading your body paragraphs. And the conclusion is not super important in their decision to give you a mark. As long as it exists and it convincingly brings together the whole piece. It doesn't need to be very long. And I like to spend as little time as possible on the conclusion so I can go into more depth for the rest of the body paragraphs. And a thing that I've noticed through all of my years of doing English tutoring is that a lot of students seem to not understand what really a depth of analysis is. They often think that it just means more words or more sentences, but it's less about how many sentences you have and how deeply you actually think about each topic. And the best way to do it is just to first you think about authorial intent. Just put the name of the author there. That is a good starting point to kind of trigger your brain to go into a depth of analysis. Then try to use statements like although and not only.